Hello, once again, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Jay, and today I'm going to be yapping for a little bit about the Batman Forever Batman and the Robin figure from Batman Forever. Now, Batman Forever is my favorite live action Batman movie ever. My favorite all time Batman movie is Batman Beyond Return of the Joker. But Forever, I just have a lot of nostalgia. I used to collect all the toys when I was a kid. Yeah, by collect, I mean I used to beg my parents for them every time I saw them at the stores. And because they were cheap, usually, my mother would always be all like, oh, for your birthday or for Christmas or whatever. And I'd be all like, but I want them now. And she wouldn't get them for me to prove a point. So yeah, but then when those Christmases and birthdays came, you best believe that I got the transforming Bruce Wayne into Batman. I got the Robin, the one where you put the clips on and like he becomes like he starts off as Dick Grayson, but you could put the mask on. There was one that was like water heated, and you could like run him under hot water, and the mask appears on his face. It was so cool. But yeah, Forever is like one of those classic movies. I used to watch it with my Theo a lot. In fact, I remember seeing Forever in the theaters a lot with my Theo. Yeah, so I have a lot of fond memories of Batman Forever. Let's go ahead and look at the Batman first. It's the Val Kilmer Batman. The face looks almost exactly like that. Like that is Val Kilmer's mouth. And, this is the sonar suit. It's inaccurate paint because, first of all, yeah, the suit was a little bluish, but the gloves, the helmet, and the boots are all black, and that is inaccurate to the movie. There was a six-pack of all six movie Batmen, from Keaton to Affleck to Pattinson, came out last year, that had the Forever suit, but it was more accurate paint. I want to get my hands on that one, but I don't know how much it goes in the aftermarket. I was not about to spend $120 on a six-pack of Batman figures I already owned for one figure that I really, really wanted. You know what I mean? If there's anyone selling it in the aftermarket for at least an affordable price, like I understand going upwards of maybe 50, 60, even 80, but beyond that is just ridiculous to me. But yeah, this is pretty cool. I do articulation, but it's like the standard McFarlane articulation. Side note, why do dudes in articulation segments always do like this? Like they could do the full rotation. It's like, all right, cool, but when are you ever, like, I used to do that when I was a kid, but like, why exactly is this? Well, I guess if there's like shoulder pads, it would make it harder, and it also, you'd be able to do these kinds of poses. The most people I know who collect these figures really just have them in the A pose like this the entire time. Speaking of which, this guy got some insane ab crunch. Unnatural ab crunch. Crunches back, no gapping. The detail on this is like immaculate, dude. The cheeks are inaccurate. Batman's supposed to be built man. I'm kidding. But yeah, this is a pretty good figure, even though I do wish that the paint was more accurate. Again, anyone who's got their hands on the original Val Kilmer from that six-pack, please hit me up if you're willing to part with him or sell him. I will gladly pay above market value for him. I do like the cloth goods cape. The material is a little, I do wish it was a little pleathery, but, that probably would have made this thing cost way more. I do wish he had wires, too. And people have told me, oh, well, it's a $24 figure, Jay. Why would you expect him to come with a wired cape? For that, we are going to move on. If I can get him to stand. Yeah, I have a problem getting this guy to stand. His legs can be a little loose. He's also got a very wide stance. Like a linebacker almost. God. A majority of this video is going to be me trying to get Val Kilmer to stand. Come on, Val. You could do it, buddy. Don't fall. Please don't fall. Anyways, now we get on to the Chris O'Donnell Robin. He's got the same articulation as Batman. He's awesome. I love this Robin suit, even though the R should have a black background, not a green. But yeah, this thing is awesome. It looks just like, I mean, it's not as, actually, no, it is pretty shiny when you hold it up to the light. Oh my goodness. This figure rules. That looks just like Chris O'Donnell. That looks just like the mask from the movie. 2-on-2 are better odds. Can't promise I won't kill Harvey. Man's got to go his own way. Friend taught me that. Not just a friend. A partner. Darn it. God. But anyways, I bring up the whole... Man, see, I move Val and he doesn't want to stand. Anyways, I bring up the whole wired cape thing because Robin was the same price as Batman. And guess what? He's got a wired cape. So I don't know why Batman doesn't have a wired cape. It tells me that that is literally just a reuse of last year's six-pack Batman. Which, again, I don't know why he went with an inaccurate paint. If he was going to do a re-release in general, it should have been the Panther suit. And I do believe that the Panther suit is going to come at some point with a reissue of the Forever Batmobile that was just revealed and went up for pre-order last week. But it has green lights. I think the blue light version is coming later, and it's going to be bundled in with the Panther suit Kilmer. So I truly wholeheartedly believe that. But either way, like, these figures are awesome. And let's get them out of that pose. These figures are awesome, man. Like, oh my God. And I have the figures from last year. The George Clooney and the Chris O'Donnell from last year. And these, again, these are great. I do not like this. Like, it kills me because Batman and Robin Clooney in the six-pack came with a cloth goods cape, but then the Batman and Robin Wave came out, and he's got this... It's a flimsy plastic cape, to be fair. Like, it's very posable, very malleable, but look at how wide this thing is, man. This thing is super wide. I do hope that we get, like, a Batmobile from Batman and Robin with the Clooney Frost suit, the ice suit that he uses to fight Mr. Freeze at the end. There's a little comparison, Clooney and Kilmer, which is wild because these are the same Batman, but not only that, but these are the exact same Batman as Michael Keaton's Batman. Jesus, man. You know, now that I've got these two Batmen out, let me bust out my my Affleck, my Batfleck. I do need to get that Fonjoy Batfleck because it's way better than this one. His head is a little too narrow for my taste. I do wish that there was a more accurate Batfleck, but what can you do, I guess? Then again, Fonjoy isn't exactly all that expensive. It's like $50 for like the one that comes with the Affleck head, and then like $40 for one that's just Batman, which, man, I sure wish I had the disposable income for that. Of course, you got the Dark Knight trilogy, Christian Bale the Dark Knight trilogy, Christian Bale Batman. This one was a good figure, even though I feel like it should have been all black instead of these gray spots, but I guess that would have, it's whatever, really. And then I do have a Pattinson. I have the Michael Keaton one from the Batmobile 2-pack, but he is currently in the Batmobile, and the Batmobile is currently stored away in my closet. So I don't feel like fishing him out right this second. But yeah, those are all my live-action Batman movies. It's pretty damn cool, I think. And since we're comparing and contrasting, let's go ahead and compare the Chris O'Donnell Robin from Batman and Robin and the one from Batman Forever. I think the Batman and Robin one looks way more like Chris O'Donnell than this one looks like Chris O'Donnell in Forever. Although this was a different Chris O'Donnell. This was like, you know what, a year or two after Batman Forever, so it makes sense that he'd look different. It's accurate to how he looked then, and this is accurate to how he looked in the movie-ish. You know, his hair wasn't like this. His hair was more like this. So, you know, it is what it is. I do wish that, again, he came with the plastic cape. I'd hope that every McFarlane at some point gets like a reissue that fixes the plastic cape issue. And I do want to compare him to this Tim Drake Robin because I think, I'm not sure, don't quote me on this, but I think that this design, like not this specific design, but this look for Robin in the 90s influenced Chris O'Donnell's Robin in Batman Forever. I could be wrong about that, but just look at the similarities. Anyways, I do not have the Riddler or Two-Face. If anyone could maybe point me in the direction of them for retail, they're probably on Amazon for like retail price because let's be real, who's getting Two-Face and the Riddler? It's all about Batman and Robin. Nah, but for real, these figures are awesome. I do have gripes with them, but damn if it's not cool to have Batman Forever figures again. I'm right back to being a kid again. Oh, my goodness. I might pick up the glow-in-the-dark version of the Batmobile, but either way, these rule.